Every day, girl.
Michelle's box. It's too small to be Michelle's
Our box has gotten even bigger. Oh my god. You must get like all the time.
I do, and people buy me snake stuff.
Sis.
Hey yo, sus.
Hey yo, sus. Hey yo,
Yeah.
sus.
Yeah.
You know,
It's easy to shop for me though, because you just, if you see a snake thing,
you just get it. I'm just gonna start sending you like live snakes.
oh my gosh, it's a package from Detox.
I think that would be fun.
I'd be down.
It's what my sister and I always thought. Anytime anyone crosses us, we're always like, we're just gonna release snakes in their houses. Probably shouldn't be saying that while we're live on Facebook. Now people will know my secrets. My sus secrets. Sus.
Hey yo, sus.
Hey yo, sus. Sounds like sut.
It's gonna be huge. I really think it's gonna be one of those things that catches on.
I'm sure it will after this.
I'm down.
I'm down to catch the sus.
You heard it here first.
Sus.
I saw it on an Instagram video. I'll tell you what this video is about later.
Just sissies doing sis things.
It's very that.
Are there sisses? Are you still doing this too?
How'd you do that? Were you on the step team?
No, but I used to go to step team all the time because one of my like little girlfriends in high school was on the step team, and I loved it.
I could show you how to do it.
It was like.
Well, hello there.
Oh my god! I forgot we had an audience.
My name's Alaska. What's yours? Hi, and who are you?
Chad Michaels.
Oh, hello.
Well, it's me, Detox. Hello. Hi, honey.
How are you?
It's flu season.
Oh my gosh, right.
You know what else season it is?
It's All Stars 3.
All Stars 3 season.
Already, we're here. I'm ready for some more girls hanging in the hallway.
I know. I was gagged that it was coming so soon after.
So quick.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I need more Drag Race all the time. The fans need more Drag Race all the time. Just keep rolling it out.
Just keep it coming, please. Por favor. So the premiere's tonight.
Yes.
At 8 o'clock.
Yes. 7 Central on
7
VH1.
Central.
Tune in.
Yes. I will be tuning in. Yes. I just set my DVR today. I said record series.
Mm-hmm. Do you do first run or all runs?
What does that mean?
The first run is like just the like first initial premiere.
All runs.
So, all runs is then you get loaded up with all the reruns and everything.
I want them all. I want them all. So I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
And we have answers as well because
for you guys.
If you have questions, type them below and we're gonna answer them in a little bit. So
we see them right here on our little magic device. I don't know if I can say it or not because I don't know what the sponsorship deals are with that.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
What do you love about All Stars that is different from regular seasons?
A few things. I love the fact that we've already been introduced to the cast of characters. Like, we already know them. We know their strengths. We know their weaknesses. We get to bond with them.
Yeah.
So it's fun to like see somebody back, especially people who like from earlier seasons who may have not gotten a shot to do as well, and to have watched them progress throughout the years and now see them have an opportunity. That's really awesome. And it's also awesome to see just how catty everyone gets. Like, the drama is there. The drama is palpable.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially with this cast, it's gonna be there heavily.
It's already there in the first 15 minutes, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but it's like straight out there, like
straight out the box. It's like drama. But
yeah.
okay, but you did All Stars.
Did you?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
It's a crazy time in my life. But so your experience doing All Stars, how was it different than doing season 5 and being like on a regular season?
Honestly, I felt like season 5, I didn't have a chance of winning in my mind. I was like, there's no way, it's not gonna happen.
Did you go into it thinking that though?
Yes, I certainly did. And so in that way, I think I just let loose and like had a good time. I was like, who knows how this is gonna go, but
You might as well make the most.
I'm not gonna win, so I might as well like get naked and swing it around in the workroom. Why not? All Stars 2, on the other hand, was like I was putting so much pressure on myself because I felt like this is my last chance.
Shot.
You know what I'm saying? So I put a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah.
All Stars 2.
I mean, well, it's a lot more pressure going into an all-star situation because you do have to prove yourself, and then you're like hungrier for it even more so than the first because you feel like you need to vindicate yourself.
Yeah,
that's how I felt when I went in there.
And it is the last chance. There's no more.
Right.
You're not going back in the Thunderdome.
Right.
I mean, who knows?
I mean,
maybe we are.
I don't know.
Wait, are you the 10th queen?
We'll see. Wouldn't you like to know? Tune in tonight, 8/7 Central on VH1 and find out who the 10th queen is. Spoiler alert, though. Actually, I don't know who. You haven't seen the first 15 minutes. You're late.
Exactly. And the other shade noise they love in that 50 is the. It's like one of those little fish with the ridges on it. It's literally a fish noise. A wooden fish noise is the new shade sound.
I'm gonna start paying attention to all the noises. The editing team here on Drag Race. First of all,
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
All of it.
All of them.
They're so good. I hate them at the same time, but they do their job so well. What?
Excuse me. I have a. That's gonna drive me crazy. I'm not neurotic anymore.
I'm not neurotic anymore. I've let all that little stuff go. I'm not distracted by what is this?
Oh my god. What were you saying? I want to get into this first 15 minutes.
Okay.
We get to see everybody's entrance into the workroom.
Yes.
This is always really fun. It's like your first, hi, I'm here, let's do it moment.
Right. And especially coming into All Stars, it's like,
this is who I am.
This is who I am. Let me show up and show out.
Yeah. And I love this look because it's the only look on Drag Race you're not judged on.
Right.
You're not getting critiqued for it. So literally you can
get away with murder.
You can wear
some of them did not.
Not even manslaughter.
Not even manslaughter.
So, who were your favorite looks from this walking into the workroom?
Okay, well, I loved Kennedy's just because it was ridiculous and over the top, and that hair, I almost said it and I stopped myself from saying what I'm not supposed to say here. That hair was insane. I just wish that she would have put an eyelash on.
Right.
Now I feel like we're doing toot it or boot it. But I'm always down to toot and boot.
It's a scroot.
It's a soot. It's a soot.
They make up a new phrase every episode. It's a scroot. It's a schmroot.
No.
Which is...
It's a root.
I was rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. It was a root.
Now I'm not rooting for you.
I like Trixie's a lot too, just because it's super nostalgic. It's so Trixie, and it's the skating in is always funny. I thought I'm answering all the questions. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I thought Thorgy looked awesome. I loved her little and the clown music was ridiculous. Again, editing team.
She looked
they all looked great.
And she looked comfortable, and she looked her.
She looked her. That's what I want to see when you're coming into All Stars. I want to see you looking like you.
Yeah.
And doing what you do.
Yeah.
And I thought, Trixie nailed that. Thorgy nailed that. Morgan looked great. Everyone looked great. Yeah. Milk looks great. I love that there was a little homage to her Pinocchio.
Yeah, I like references. So
I never noticed that about you, that you were referential.
Ben had the...
How did I forget about Ben?
She was wearing the same dress.
Yeah.
She did the exact same trajectory of the run-in. And she was wearing the dress that she won Miss Congeniality in, but it repurposed.
I loved that. I would like when Morgan was saying, and Morgan's my girl, and I love her, but she was like, let it go, let that in the past. That's how she got here. That's how we know her. You know what I mean? So I love a good nod to, look, I was Miss Congeniality. I'm here back again in this competition. And even though I'm not as present as a lot of the girls that are there, she's making her statement.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great. And I just adore Ben. That personality is infectious.
Yes, like a disease. I have to say I love Gigi Devane's look because she looks
she made trash look great.
She made the trash look gorgeous. And I couldn't even tell, like, where do you get yellow trash bags? Cheech, can you, like, message me and let me know? Because I really liked what she did, and I wouldn't have known that was...
I didn't clock that it was trash bags at all until they zoomed in on it, and she mentioned that it was trash bags.
Yeah.
So good for her.
And that dented yellow hat would not stay on.
That poor hat. She should have got rid of that hat. But other than that, she looked great.
So, and this is on the card. I didn't... Okay. We have to discuss who we didn't like how the entrance looks. That's hard. One of the only moments that made us go like, was the Kennedy eyelash gate.
The eyelash gate, yeah.
And I wonder if something happened because honestly, you're sitting in that outfit for hours and hours.
For a long time before you even go in.
Yeah.
And it looked like, not to be nitpicky, but also to be nitpicky. It looked like there was.
We have to be nitpicky.
It looked like there was a lash there because there was like a little line of like her natural skin tone underneath the black liner. So it looked to me like maybe her eye was water. I've had this happen to me all the time where my eyes just incessantly water. And an eyelash will not stay on to save my life. Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's what happened there.
I think all that happened.
Stuff glued on her, and the glue can always like irritate your eye area and make your eyes water. And I'm gonna give her a pass, but I would have liked to see the lash.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to see the gown a little longer because she had those big shoes on. I wanted to touch the floor.
Right.
Nitpicking.
Right, because it's all stars.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There are no duds.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I wish I couldn't have seen Morgan's panty too, in her because she had that sheer dress.
You can see her panty.
Yeah, and they panned down and then they pan up, and the only thing that I noticed from that beautiful dress was her panty. Sorry, girl.
Okay, all right. Things to look for. The details, the screen grabs.
Screen grabs, details. Don't worry, I'll screen grab everything later today and tag you all on Instagram.
I want to zoom in on that panty.
You gotta zoom and then screen grab and zoom again because you know how sometimes you can't. You gotta get all into the gray areas. That's what we like to do.
I would like to talk about the level of shade happening already. Milk. Now let me.
Milk, you're being a little shady. And I don't know you to be a shady person, but you're coming across, maybe it's editing, who knows? But you don't have to blame it all the time, but you're coming across a little...
Right, like
a little snarky, a little bitchy, a little...
Right.
A little, heady.
Right. Grand. Would you say grand?
You know it's my favorite thing to say grand.
Would you say
grand? And yes, congratulations on all of your successes and booking all of these amazing modeling gigs as a man.
The shade is out the gate. Straight.
Well, you can't, honestly, it's an amazing feat. And it's like, I was actually just texting with her the other day, like how proud of her I am.
Yeah.
But, if you're going to reference that as to why you're better than everybody, you're referencing yourself out of drag. Like, you're here in a drag competition.
Right.
So just because you've been very successful and lucky in a male modeling career doesn't mean that you're necessarily a better drag queen than the rest of the girls that are there.
Right.
Which I think she's phenomenal.
Yeah,
but,
she is.
Let a little bit of that air out of your head.
Girl, I know. And that's the thing, like, I know her in real life, and, like, she's lovely.
She's lovely. That's why I was, like, watching, and
hilarious. But, every season, we need that tension and that kind of rubbing up against. So, like, she's providing it early on.
I mean, that's another thing, too, is, when you're thrown into a competition like this, and it's high stress, and everyone wants the end results to be in their favor.
Yeah.
People not necessarily change, but, the competition gets to people.
Yeah.
And they become a little more cunning and
that would never happen to me.
Never. Still waiting on that $10,000. So.
Exactly. Check your PayPal. Turn on PayPal notifications. Who else? Someone else was being really shady too. Who was it? I don't know. Oh, Trixie's kind of shady.
Trixie's being a little shady.
Chi Devane was wearing garbage. And
Again.
Yellow
and
trash
yellow trash
bags.
bags. Yeah.
But her reads are really
the
funny.
reads are funny. The shade is fun. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
it's a drag competition. There's going to be shade, but you know, first episode, 15 minutes in, and you guys are already. Can I say asshole?
Well,
I can't say the F word, but I can say that you're being holes. I'm going to try to edit myself as much as I possibly can. This is very difficult.
what is one of the drama moments like of all time Drag Race?
Of all time?
I mean, to me, it's like you can't really get better than Go Back to Party City Where You Belong.
It was epic.
You can't. It's like, and then they dressed up like an angel and a devil and lip synced against each other.
Right.
Like, it's like the forces of evil and good clashing.
Right. And they were both still safe, though, because that's when.
And then Willem comes out and throws up and goes home.
Goes home, right.
That's one of the, I mean,
Leave it to Willem to interject himself into, like, one of the biggest.
Right, of course. There she is. Of course.
Yeah, I think, I mean, that inspired that whole challenge that we did in season 5. I think that particular fight, that moment,
Right.
was like the pivotal one where it was like, oh, well, we need to have all of these other fight moments. I mean, the first real one that you see is between Morgan and Mystique Summers Madison, and that was because that was the first season of Untucked.
That was,
It was like,
deep.
fix your face, I'm from Chicago.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to go fix
Fix
your
the
mug,
mug.
fix something else, fix
know.
your mug. I don't need to fix my mug. Yes, you actually
As
do
she's
need to
sitting,
fix
as
your mug.
Morgan's sitting there with the hairline like this. That's my
Shredded
favorite.
weed.
Fix your hair,
Fix
your
your
mug.
hair. Fix your mug.
She's got like one of those good outside sweeping brooms. Those Home Depot broom wig lines.
It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Technology was
I
different.
know. Lace wasn't really a thing.
It
then.
was the.
What about, I mean, yeah, I think those are
really
are
iconic.
really good ones.
We live for the drama, and the truth is, no matter how crazy it gets in there, we're all still like friends after it's over. We're like, girl, do you remember that time I
Yeah.
punched you in the face? That was hilarious.
Well, that's what it's always so funny. Like whenever I'm on like Twitter or Instagram, and people are so committed and so like
Oh yeah,
part of the whole experience that we have, and they're so angry about so many things. But I sit back and laugh because it's like we're all friends. Anytime that we've had real issues, which I don't think any of us have had any real issues.
no.
It's easy to move past it, and we're here to support each other. And now I'm here to support the girls of season 3 of All Stars, and also criticize them every week on Twitter.
Hallelujah. Scroot. Schmoot.
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 Boost.
Who are you rooting for?
Michelle Visage.
I think she's gonna come out on top.
I think she's the 10th queen.
I think this is her year.
I think it is too. It's
I
about
really
time.
do.
She's like the Susan Lucci of Drag Race.
She is.
No.
She's like, let me show you how it's done.
I don't really know who I'm rooting for yet. It's hard because I love them all so much, and they all have so many different things to bring to the table.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm very interested to see who the 10th queen is too, because maybe that might throw off my thought process.
I know. I'm kind of rooting for Shangela.
I mean, how could you not?
I love the storyline of the coming back, they're not winning. The coming back again,
And then
not winning. The coming back again, is it gonna be this time? I love a comeback, and I love her. Like,
She's infectious.
You can't stop her.
Right. If I do not want to hear Hallelujah a single more time in my life, but
Hallelujah.
anytime I see her and hang out with her, it's so much fun. Hallelujah.
hallelujah.
She's just she's awesome and so much fun. And I love her entrance look was so cute, and it was like she looked amazing.
Yeah.
She looked great. Keep it
Do you
up.
think she
sis.
packs that box in a suitcase?
I mean,
It's collapsible. She travels with it.
She travels with it everywhere.
It's her carry-on.
It's her carry-on.
Yeah.
It is. They just put it in the little closet in first.
Yeah,
Even though
exactly.
she's in economy comfort. She.
Let's play a game.
I like games.
You wanna play
a game? Yes.
This is a game where you read me
Suck and blow?
Well, maybe afterwards.
Okay.
Maybe afterwards. We'll do that on OnlyFans.
Oh, the Drag Race OnlyFans account. Why is that not a thing yet?
It's coming. It's coming. No, all they have to do is hit you up on Grindr and they get it for free.
That's true. Coming to a town near you.
Then they put it right on Tumblr. That's the thing. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna read a quote from someone on this first episode, and then the other person has to guess who they think said it.
Okay.
You go first.
I'll go first.
Let's try it. This is really hard. Okay.
Quote. Can we all agree that if one of us lets another borrow their gross rhinestone tank top, that we won't save them? Oh, I just realized that was
Plucked. Who
said it?
Who would say such a thing? I think that's a Trixie Mattel. It's very funny. It's well crafted. Is it Trixie Mattel?
It's Milk.
Oh, it's Milk. Milkalina throwing shade. Through the ether. God bless her. God bless. Okay, I'm going to give you one.
Okay.
This time around, I'm going to prove that I can handle anything that's thrown at me without getting rattled by it.
Thorgy.
Close. How's that close?
I don't know.
Like, how can you be close? It's like either the person or not. No, it's not that person. It's not that person. Do you want another guess?
Tell me again what it was.
This time around, I'm going to prove that I can handle anything that's thrown at me without getting rattled by it.
Ben de la Creme?
Oh my gosh, you got it right!
Yeah.
Ding!
Well, the second time I got it right.
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 Yeah,
That's
exactly.
usually how it works for me.
Oh my god. Okay, you give me one.
Okay. You'll get that right away. You're a low rent Michelle Visage. That wasn't the quote though.
You're just telling me. You're just letting me know.
That is the quote.
Oh, that's the quote?
You're a low rent Michelle. How can you get lower rent than Michelle Visage though? Is my real question.
She's the Airbnb. The rent is
Right.
Who would say such a thing? I think that's Morgan. Morgan would say something like that. No?
Do you want another guess?
Aja?
No.
Who?
3 strikes, you're out. It's Shangela. Whoa.
The shade
The shade is deep with Shanji.
and abiding.
Well, you know what? This is her 3rd time here. I'd be pissed at the judges too.
Yeah.
Go get her, girl. Go get her,
Get her,
sis.
Jade. Get her, Jade. Get her good. Okay.
Do you have any more quotes?
Okay.
This is fun. I
Let's
like
do
this.
one more. Okay.
We should make this a drinking game, though.
Okay. I'm down. I'm just gonna send the bitch home that I think is
Morgan.
the strongest. Morgan! Detox is dominating this game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Morgan. Okay, let's
Do you want to give me one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like these are both very easy, but we'll
Good.
try it.
I need a point.
Okay. The only thing more annoying than Shangela is Bob the drag queen.
Thorgy Thor.
Yes. Do you want another one?
Sure.
Okay.
Lightning round.
This was Pearl Spot, and she skated by, so I'm looking to inherit that energy.
Trixie Mattel.
Yeah, there you go. I was like, think about it. The clue's right there, sis.
She loves skating references.
loves skating
skating by, skating through, skating into the
Skating
workroom.
into the workroom.
Yeah. That was fun. You
That was
are the
very fun.
undisputed winner.
I guess so. Finally. Don't forget to be sending in your questions, because we're going to be answering some questions in just a few moments.
Let's take that. Let's
Should
take
we?
some questions.
Should we take some questions
Look
now?
at these. They're pouring
Oh, wow, they
in.
are.
This is crazy.
excited
Okay,
about
okay.
this.
Let's go up to the top. Okay, okay. Oh, that was the sample. That's not real. That's not real. Okay.
Having a little sip of a beverage.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, this is a
good one.
This is a good one. GJ asks, Detox in Alaska, do you think anybody will rival your iconic All-Stars 2 raps this season?
In no season.
No season ever, past or future, of any show. It's hard to stand up to that.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Even like when we first heard it, we were like, this is gonna be really great.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was amazing. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I don't know what the challenges are gonna be like this season. So
Yeah.
who knows? But I mean, clearly they loved it and they brought it back for season 9.
I know you love me, baby. That's why
That's
you
why
brought
you
me
brought me here.
The truth is, there will be nothing to rival Roxy's verse
Right.
in the history or
music.
history of music.
Lauryn
And-
Hill, who?
Lauren who? No, it's gonna be really hard. And they did it on season 9.
They did,
right?
yeah.
And I thought those were really great. Gender is a construct, tear it apart. Mm-hmm. Wearable art, terrible art.
What else do we have in here?
This is a good one.
That one? Okay. Roy asks, who was your favorite guest judge of all time?
Roy, is that Bianca?
I don't know.
Hey,
Bianca.
Bianca.
Hey, Yonks.
Who was your favorite guest judge of all time? I'll tell you who wasn't. LaToya Jackson. Let me tell you why.
Tell us why.
Because she read me beneath the dirt, into the afterlife, into the great hereafter. She said I looked
I
like
don't
a
remember what
sad
she said.
bridesmaid. Like, it's stuff that didn't even make it to air. It was like, you don't have to say this. You're just choosing to, like, eviscerate my existence. LaToya. So I would love to have another chance to, like, impress LaToya with a purple satin bridesmaid's gown. So who knows?
Oh, I do remember that one now.
I loved Bob Mackie.
Yeah,
I
Bob
thought
Mackie was great.
how incredible to meet such an iconic person in the world of drag. Like, he is drag.
Yeah. He was incredible.
Yeah.
I loved the Pointer Sisters.
Oh my god, yeah.
I loved the Pointer Sisters. I love that Joan Van Ark was there. Remember, like, I lost my mind in the workroom and we was like, Joan Van Ark, and she was like, Detox is the only one who knows who that is.
Everyone was like, yeah.
So I was like, let me get my shoulder pads out. I got this one.
Wait, what show was she on? Not Slanting?
She was on Not Slanting.
or Dynasty? I don't know.
No, I feel like she was on Not Slanting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember
She's
now.
beautiful. She was really sweet.
Yeah, and she loved that lip gloss. Every time they would cut to her, she would just be like piling lip gloss on. I remember that.
Oh, and I guess I mean, I have to get into, of course, Lady Gaga was a guest.
Oh, like
judge.
period of all time
I mean,
for all the episodes, not even our seasons.
I mean,
Oh, God.
for me, that's a huge moment because she was coming in not as like, I'm like casually observing and entertained by this crazy stuff you're doing. It's like she actually was coming from a perspective of like, I do drag
Right.
too.
Right.
And I have my whole career. And so she was really knowledgeable, and I thought
Yeah,
she was
I
great.
actually really enjoyed her presence there and the way that she spent the time with the girls, and like I thought that was a really awesome experience for them, and someone who is such a fan of our art and what we do, it was great for her because she's always been so supportive to the drag community and to RuPaul's Drag Race and to all of us, honestly.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll get like Cher and Madonna and you'd live.
There was a rumor going on, and I text everyone in the political
like,
world.
"What's
I was like,
going on?"
Noah's told me that my mom was going to be on set.
Right. Let's see. Well, Cody asks, why are we so fabulous? We were born this way.
We're just breathing, honey. It's all it is.
Yum.
Sharon asks, would you be up for being on the judges panel in the future? Hi, Sharon.
Sharon.
We're sure it's probably not that.
Hey,
Sharon,
girl.
but Hey, girl.
It is Sarah. I'm
It
just
probably is.
envisioning Sharon Needles at home.
Just with the cat and
with the
cigarette.
cat sipping coffee. would you be up for being on the judges panel?
Absolutely. I want to tear everyone apart.
Yes.
I think that's honestly our biggest goal.
Yeah. And just so I can do this move, which is my favorite, and you're sitting there and all the girls are on stage and it's
that one.
You make eye contact with them. They literally do this. They literally do this. Like Michelle and Rue, tell me what you're saying behind that folder when you hold it up.
And then you're up there like this.
Tell me. Your feet are bleeding.
And then you catch Rue do that's one of these. And that's when you lose your mind. You're like, well, I'm going home. I'm gonna
right, that's it.
Pack my stuff now.
It's over. That's the whole reason. Alexandra, she wants to know which queens are you wanting to see lip sync against each other this season? Oh my lord.
God. A Kennedy and Chi Chi DeVayne showdown would be amazing.
To see them both jump off the stage and
into a
the split at the same time would be
I feel like I envision it right now, them both spinning around, jumping up into a split, and then lifting their back legs up to touch each other's toes. It's like it's like synchronized dragging, and I'm all about that.
Literally. And yeah, they're amazing. I would love to see that showdown. Oh my gosh.
Who else? I mean, there's some pretty good lip syncers out there on this cast.
Really good. I mean, Shangela.
Shangela.
Don't try it. Don't try
Morgan
it.
is an amazing lip syncer.
Oh my god, she's an assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morgan v. Shangela.
Ooh, that would be fun. The season 2 girls all together.
I would tune in.
Let's see here.
Do we have time for one more?
Do we have time for one more? Let's make it a good one.
That one or that one. Send kisses to Brazil. Oi, amigas, obrigada.
Let's see here. We already answered that one.
Okay.
Oh wait, we have another one coming in here.
Oh.
And you could call your baby Detox.
So okay, the question is Summer Settle. My wife and I are having a baby. Any good name ideas? Detox.
That's
Name-
Detox.
I christen
you Detox.
Detox Wilson.
Or
Detox
Cobb.
Elizabeth
Call your little baby Cornanda Cobb. That would be a really cute.
Corlandicott.
Cornanda Cobb is the middle name. Cornanda's the first name. Cobb, and that way you can be like, "This is my little Cornanda Cobb." And then you always dress the baby in yellow.
I love that.
And that way the baby's gender, you know how to like give the baby a gender identity at an early age.
That's it. And
Your baby's corn.
And since we said it here on Facebook Live,
If I don't see
legally
like
you
8
have to do it.
babies named Cornanda Cobb by the end of the year, I'm gonna quit drag.
Is that a promise?
I'm like, please don't call your babies Cornanda. I want a break. Cornanda. I think that's it for our questions, though. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you all so
Thank
much.
you all for asking those beautiful questions.
Thank you.
Spending time with us.
This is so much fun, and I think the day that RuPaul's Drag Race premieres is always like Christmas to me.
It is. It's always really fun.
I get so excited, and I'm glad we got to do this together in commemoration. It's going to be on tonight on VH1.
8 o'clock, 7 Central.
7C.
And make sure you guys let us all know what you think about tonight's episode. Blow up Twitter, blow up Instagram. We're looking forward to all your comments. And
after the show, if you watch the pit stop, I'm going to be the new host of the pit stop.
Oh, she's got gigs?
Yeah, I'm so excited. So we'll be talking about the episode, and that's going to come out after the episode.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for being here. Goodbye, Cornanda.
Oh, bye, Cornanda. Make sure you send us pictures of Cornanda. Bye.
Send us pics of Cornanda. Lao. Bye.
Bye, Brazil.